We back. Episode 23. Episode 23. We back like 4 or 5. You know what I'm saying? Michael Jordan.
Yes,
What's
sir.
going on, guys? It's the Creased Podcast. This is episode 23. Coming at you live and direct. This is your boy Casita here with my partner in crime, Trey Treasy. What's going on, Trey?
What's up, dog? Back for 23.
Yes, sir. Back like 4 or 5, but you know what it is. Yeah, man, we appreciate y'all stopping by, taking a listen. Yeah, man, we're coming at y'all fresh and hot. It's a brand new week. Let's start it off right. We got the L meter popping. Trey, did you take any L's this week? What you got? What did you cop? What did you not cop?
A few L's. We got a few L's this week. Last week we talked about was very dry, so there wasn't even much to take L's on. So the L meter was very stagnant last week. This week it was a little bit like this, which is a good thing nowadays, right? So if you get a little bit of wave on your L meter, that's a good thing nowadays because that means you're not taking all the L's. So there was a huge restock this past weekend from the Jordan Reserve. So pretty much everything we talked about from the fall lineup for Jordan this year, they re-released pretty much all of it. I didn't try for any of it. There wasn't a ton I was looking for, to be honest. Quantum, big flop this week, as Casita called last week. So definitely no on the Quantum this week, although I did fill out all the Adidas raffles and everything. My dub this week was for the PSG 4s for sure. So did come up on those in my size. Very happy about that. Thank you very much, sneakers. Appreciate you.
Lucky guy, man. Of course, I also tried for the PSG 4s. I got the obviously you're in line and then sold out screen in that order. Did try to cop a couple things on the Jordan Reserve on the sneakers app. Mostly looking at court purple ones. Of course, I took the L on those too, and I tried to get the smoke grays, and I missed out on those as well. Quantums didn't win either, so I didn't get no waves going to my L meter. Mine are just vertical, straight vertical.
Off the roof,
all the way to the top. But let's start off with what we do got. Episode 23, kicks of the day. What you got, Trey?
All right, my man. So it is episode 23, as you mentioned. So we are full on packed with Jumpman 23 this episode. So for this one, we're going to go with, I got the Jordan 11 Concord here. So this is definitely one of the more popular Jordans. This is the 2018 release. Originally came out in 1995. This 2018 release does have the 4.5 there. You get the black patent leather, the white, purple throughout. You get the right here, you get the little purple Jumpman in there. It came with purple shoe trees on it. So, I mean, I just love this shoe. Everybody knows, as everybody mentions, this is probably the most classiest Jordan. So people wear this up all the time, and that's very cool of them. I wear them down all the time in basketball shorts and just rocking them. But I love this shoe very much. It's definitely one of the more iconic in my whole collection for sure, and very happy to have these.
Definitely. Yes, sir. Concords, man. Those are classy, super classy. I'm happy you got a pair. I'm happy I got a pair. I think the 2018 was a much wider release. If you didn't cop a pair then, that you just weren't trying. I think everybody was able to grab a pair at that time. But yeah, it's a timeless shoe. You can't beat that one. But I think what I got for kick of the day is a little bit more up speed. You know what I'm saying? We got the 2016 Space Jam 11. Come on, man. These are it. These are it right here. 4.5 on the back, high patent leather cut. I think this is the first time they reintroduced the high patent leather cut on the 11s. I remember getting these at the Foot Locker at the Galleria. The line was super deep, but they did raffles and reservations, so I was very lucky to get a pair. Mine are starting to yellow here at the bottom, but that does not bother me. I love the yellowing personally. But this is the 2016 Space Jam 11. I find them a little bit more iconic than the Concords personally. They came out in the 95 playoffs after playing Penny. They got a whole movie based off of it. You know, it is what it is, man. It's the Space Jam. It's highly notable, iconic, super recognizable. But we'll see who takes the cake this week.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, when you think about Jordans, that's the shoe everybody thinks about.
True.
But as Casita said, please go back to our Instagram this week. We're gonna let y'all choose again. Huge turnout last week. We appreciate all the comments. I appreciate y'all roasting me. I really don't care on some of the other stuff on Instagram. But that was fun this week. So y'all please keep tuning into the Instagram and everything. And definitely hit us up on the vote for the two Jordan 11s this week. That's what's up. That's what's up. Good pull this week, dog.
Oh, definitely. Absolutely. Let's hop right into fresh out the box. So up next, we got, of course, we're going to start off with 23 the right way. We're going to do Travis Scott, Jordan 4 unreleased samples. It's going to be the olive pair with black detailing, black laces, the orange Nike Air on the back. Man, this is like the fourth iteration of a friends and family pair that we've seen on a Travis Scott 4. Of course, we've seen the white detailing on the olive pair. We've seen the purple pair with black and also white. We've seen the blue pair with Nike Air on the back and the Jumpman. So which one has been your favorite so far?
Oh, that's tough. That's tough. I had this conversation the other day, and we're talking just fours. We're talking just the Jordan 4s that Travis has put out. Friends and family, anything. I'm not going to lie to you, bro. The all-purple suede is going to get me every single time. So those friends and family that PJ pulled out and all that, with the red on the detailing on the back, that is definitely probably my personal number one. And then I'm going to be completely honest with you, 100%. The sand ones are fire. These olive ones, fire. The original light blues, bro.
The Oilers.
Right, I see them. I see them up there.
I see them.
I see you. I see you. Yeah. So I like this shoe, to be honest with you. The olive pair, I would love to have it in my collection. I will absolutely try for it if we ever get a date for it. But the olive suede, I'm not mad at it all. I do hope they go full black detailing throughout, though.
Oh no, definitely not. Gotta have a white midsole, man. That white midsole, it's the white midsole for me, as the kids would say.
You're doing too much.
No, definitely not. The white midsole is what makes the shoe pop. I need the olive pair with the white midsole. Those are the most fire friends and family pair of 4s that Travis has. I love the purple ones too. Purple is one of my favorite colors, but I need the olive pair. I think that is a classier, more just year-round shoe. You can wear that with whatever. So I would be looking forward to those. Do you rank this potential release as better than the original 4s, or you think these will take it by storm now?
Do I think the release will be bigger?
Yeah. Do you think this release would be more eye-catching, more attention-worthy than the original pair?
That's a good question. The way he did the other 4s in Houston, being from Houston and knowing how big it happened, man, it'd be hard, I think. I don't think so, because if he was going to do it bigger than those 4s, I feel like he would have done it already for a different shoe. I feel like he would have done it for the 6s, or he would have done it that big for one of the other Air Forces or something. You know, he did little drops and pop-up shops here and there, but, I mean, he shut down a few spots to drop those 4s, and you know, I just feel like that release was so massive. It'd be hard to beat. So do I think it will? No. Do I think it can? Absolutely.
Definitely. I mean, he didn't just shut down some stores. He shut down some streets.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
And he shut down some streets. He made the news, local news out here for a shoe release. And I hadn't heard of that since, you know, people were trampling over each other for cool gray 11s. So this definitely has the potential to, you know, be a big release, but hopefully it comes with the white detailing, because that's what I'll be looking forward to. There is no confirmation date right now. Of course, everything is speculation. Keep it locked on our IG page, Twitter page, Facebook page, and of course our YouTube page for more releases and updates.
How are we one shoe in and you already trying to ruin it?
What are you talking about? Trey.
White midsole. What are you talking about?
Now the white midsole is going to hit, bro. Like this is what we are looking for. He did it with all the other ones. He did it with the 6s. Whenever he drops, I don't know what it is about this brown in him. He loves this color brown, but
him and Kanye.
Yeah, I mean, well, you know, Kanye has earth and was it sand and what clay? You got all different names for brown, but Travis is just brown.
Straight up. Yeah, just straight up.
Yeah.
We can move on though. So getting into another artist. So Pharrell had some shoes pop up this week, or not Pharrell necessarily, but the BBC ice cream brand had a Reebok Question Low. So they had a few other ones. We saw the Question Mid that dropped at Nice Kicks, the Bubba Chucks that dropped earlier this year. Those were pretty fire. Those sold out immediately. Those are pretty. You can get them on the resale market, but they definitely are jacked up by now. They also dropped an Answer 5 that's very similar to this one that we've just seen. But that one was called the Moon Mist. It was dropped back in February. This is it's a Question Low, right? So it's not very tall, but it's complete pastel suedes across the entire shoe. It's like a deep purple suede on the very toe of it. There's the running dog logo right along the side from BBC, as well as the entire insole is covered in it. So it's a pretty sweet shoe. I'm not gonna lie. I think I like the Question Low a lot. The mid, I have no problems with the mid, but I love the Question Low. We saw a few drops this year that I really liked. But that popped up, they found it on eBay of all places. It's a size 11, currently being bid on for about $800 right now. What do you think about these, man?
I'm in love. I do like these a lot. Like you said, we have seen a lot of Question Lows throughout the year, and this pair in particular is going to be a big hit if they are released in a larger fashion. I'm not paying $800 for them, that's for sure. I don't care who collaborated on it. Uh, but I mean, I am looking forward to it. I think it's nice that they reiterated Allen Iverson back inside of the shoe, calling it the Bubba Chuck flavor. Like you mentioned earlier, with the release of the Bubba Chucks earlier this year, it's good that they made it a little bit more full circle. But these pastel colors are looking really dope, and I'm kind of looking forward to seeing if I can get my hands on these. Yeah, hey, Pharrell's back. He ain't never left, but he back.
Never left. Now I saw Sean Witherspoon post the friends and family that Pharrell sent him this week that we posted on our IG right now.
Oh yeah, those NMDs.
Oh my gosh, what is going on here?
Hey, Pharrell wants back in, man. That's what it is. Pharrell wants back in. He's seeing a lot of people getting their hands wet. So yeah, I'm sure he got some things brewing up there. So there's no release date on that, is there?
No release date yet. And I like that you mentioned that they're bringing AI back a lot too, because I do love that they brought AI like fully back into the fold and all that. And I've noticed recently JJ Watt has his own Reebok shoe, and he put some of these AI colorways on his own model. So, man, I love seeing that kind of stuff. And yeah, like you said, love seeing AI back in it. Love seeing Pharrell back in it. So yeah, sneaker game is going up.
Yeah, all right, JJ Watt though. Okay.
He has his own shoe model, so I mean, there's not many other football players saying that.
Man, bring back the Revises. Bring back Zoom Revis, please.
Yeah, retired, but yes, for sure.
I mean, they can bring back Vicks too. I mean, but
they tried.
they tried. They tried it. Who else is also trying out here is Anderson Paak. He is now the new global ambassador of Vans. The Vans Collective, man, every year it gets a little bit deeper. Earlier this year, we talked about Tony Hawk becoming a brand ambassador as well, but this is their first musician that they have as a global ambassador. Of course, they've done collaborations in the past with other musicians and artists. There's Iron Maiden, Tyler the Creator, all the sorts. But this time around, they actually they're using his platform on a global scale. So it's really nice to see how he's going to flourish with this. He has 2 shoes coming out on the brand. There's the old school DX, which is very, very 70s vibes, very hippie like. Drop to acid and get to it. So yeah, fully colored with black outlines. Very psychedelic. It's based off of his album Venice. And then there's the Sid DX. These are more or less not like your traditional. These would actually be considered more the traditional Vans. And this is based off his album Malibu. I think it's majority black and white with the Chanel patches, with the flying V. down the side in the toe box as well. So they got some nice things, and also he has a coordinating bucket hats to go along with those as well. The $40 a piece. You get the full fit. You know what I'm saying? You get the full fit. Those are set to drop November 13th for $110. Trey, what's your take on these?
But these are definitely the type of patterns where if you're going to do it, you might as well get the bucket hat and go full out with it and go like full on. So I enjoyed it. The pictures they took in the full gear and setup was very tight. Um, I'm not gonna lie, I like the Sid DX more. I think you're right. It's a little bit more. It looks a little bit older, a little bit more traditional with the fatter sole on it. But the chenille on the upper is that's hard to beat, bro. That it's pretty fire. You can rock those a lot of different ways. The old school DX for me, it looks like some Ashton Kutcher would have rocked in that '70s show, and it's just a little too wavy for me, I guess, right now. So I'm good on all the dropping acid and putting on the old school DXs right now. So I would definitely, these Sid DXs are worth your time, worth looking at, and definitely look forward to Anderson .Paak doing more with Vans in the future.
Yeah, Vans has been one of those brands that have been just on board. Who's that band or that group? Got my Vans on, but they look like sneakers. Like I feel like after that song, that's when the Vans like just incorporation into like more of a hip hop realm or more of a urban realm. I hate using that word, but more of an urban realm. That's when it became a little bit more popular. But congratulations to Anderson .Paak. This is a great feat for him. Yeah, we can't wait to see what he does with it, man. I'm also going to take the Sids over the old schools. The old schools a little bit too tie-dye-ish. We've seen tie-dye, the print taking over a lot nowadays. But it's good that he did something different with those Sids. So I'm looking forward to those as well. November 13th, $110.
Boom. Yes, sir. Yeah. So, all right, we can move on. We have another artist moving on with her brand. So out of nowhere last night, today's her birthday, so it's not out of nowhere, but Cardi B did drop on the 11th, which is her birthday. She's dropping her own collaboration with Reebok. So she's doing a Club C. It will come in women's and toddler sizes originally off the bat. If you've seen the Club C, it's one of the more throwback models for them. It's a very flat shoe. The leather is really nice on the upper from what I've seen on most of the models coming out, but she threw a stacked, huge translucent sole on this thing. So it's a black translucent sole that goes underneath this all white Club C. It does have gold speckling throughout the entire black sole. Other than that, you get like a cool little pull tab on the front of the Club C. It's mainly black, gold, and white. It's a cool shoe for women. It kind of reminds me a little bit along the lines of like them thick ass Fenty soles that Rihanna was going with. But I will say that I'm, as a dude, I'm happy she didn't release them in dude sizes because I don't think they would have sold very well. If you would have kept this like a low profile without that fat sole on the regular Club C model, this colorway is smacking. But the one part that kills me right now is there's clear panels on the side, bro. There's clear set panels on the side, and you can see through in the inside of the shoe, and that ain't for me. That ain't for
me. That ain't for me. Yeah, no, this shoe is a total bust. This is a WAP. This is definitely a WAP pair of shoes. This is a whack ass pair of shoes. That's what WAP stands for. Whack ass pair. That's exactly what these are. Like you said, that huge, chunky, whatever thing that you call an outsole is completely awful. We all know that. The clear paneling on the side of the shoe, god awful. Man, the shiny patent leather all around.
Yeah.
No. Come on, man. Like, you're an art. I get, okay, she probably had full control over this.
Sure.
Over this project, and if these are like Valencianas, these is Reebok Valenciana. These are, man, dog. These are just awful. I feel bad for her honestly because she got a lot going on with her right now, but this is not hidden at all. If you're a female and you're rocking these, I'm roasting your ass. So don't even try to wear these around me. I will fucking fire your ass up. I will fire you up. Oh my god. I am going to set flames on your ass. Do not let me catch you rocking these. I will roast you.
All right, man. We can let it be because
one of those just
that's not fair. I think girls can get away with these. I think
no.
I don't think they're like the worst things I've ever seen.
These are feline disruptors. These are that bad. These are terrible.
Like right now, that's the style, bro.
I don't know, man. Fuck them shoes. In the words of Michael Jordan, gotta keep it 23.
Yeah, that's the 23 for sure. So we can move on. We'll get into something you like that is still 23 related. So moving on into Order Confirmed, second segment of the day. This is everything that has come out in the past week or so. Jordan won another women's model, but this is going to be the Lucky Green. I know you've been looking forward to these. These are dropping today, the 14th. What do you think about the Lucky Greens?
I mean, all right. I knew I was excited about them at first when I first saw them, and I did enjoy them a lot. You know, the rendering pictures looked amazing. But the more I looked at them, the more I started to not like them as much anymore. I don't feel like these have the same hit as any of the Pine Greens, Pine Green 1.0 or 2.0. The green is a nice green, but I don't see this one doing that well. Of course, it's a Jordan one. It will sell out. I'm not sure how far along on the sizing they're going. Most of the times, like with the UNC to Chicago ones that were a women's shoe, they went all the way up to like, I think a men's 15, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not seeing that size range in this shoe as well. I think they're actually going to keep it women's sizing and stop at a men's 10.5. So,
yeah, Foot Locker had up to a women's 13 that they were that you can put your raffle in for. It does say on sneakers that's going to come in full family sizes, but we'll see if that gets up to like 15 again. I'm not sure it will. As long as it gets up to 13.5, that's all I need though.
Oh, so you're going to try to get these. You like these, Trey?
Hell no. These are not for me, bro. Like I've been telling everybody this is not a shoe for me. I don't really like it. And I think what you said is exactly wise, because I probably picture pine green when I think of a green shoe, a green and black shoe primarily. So that's this shoe, and they even says it on sneakers. This shoe focuses on progression, not perfection, and it's raw construction on the up as far as it kind of looks unfinished on some of the edges and stuff, but there's the little like red, white, and red like flag looking part on the back that I think is making a lot of people are like, oh, that's a really cool feature. I don't like it as much. I wish they would have just kept it one color, even if they just did all red or something like that. But interesting shoe, not for me.
Oh, I agree. Wow. Look at that. We're agreeing on stuff.
I did not see that shit coming to save my life. If there was one thing today I for sure thought we were going to argue on, it was that right there.
Well, I mean, it's being honest to us. Look at us now. We're maturing.
Yeah. What happens when something sucks?
Yeah, I mean, well, we got this next pack coming up, so we're about to see how far we can go.
Here we go.
Oh man, spooky season in the Reebok realm right now. They got their Bottober pack, Boktober. You know, they try to hit me with my name real quick. But I'm Mr. Bot, B-O-T. So you know they can go ahead and try with the B-O-K, but it's all right. But it is the Boktober pack. They got 3 shoes coming out. They got a Reebok Question Mid, which they're labeling the Ankle Reaper. They have a Reebok Kamikaze 2, which is a Jack O'K's or Jack O'Lantern colorway, and then they have the Reebok Shacknosis old school pair, and this is their Webs collection. All of them are going to release today, the 14th of October, for between 120 and 150 bucks respectively per pair. Excuse me. Let's start off real light with the Shacknosis. I think this is a very controversial shoe to talk about right now. It's just an all black shoe with some patent leather, and then they have like a web design on there where the original Shacknosis, man, what do you even call those, ribbons or rainbow or whatever, but they incorporated a web in there, and I think this is actually probably going to be the hit shoe for these, honestly.
Mhm.
In my opinion, I think these hit a little bit better. They hit the theme the best on these.
Mhm.
Come on, Trey. Come
Is
on,
that
Trey.
it? No, you
Don't.
can keep going, dog. You can keep going.
Come on, Trey.
Shits are ass, bro. What? Oh my god,
Dog, these ones
so
are
bad.
the hardest ones. These are
Those are
the
the
hardest
hardest ones.
ones.
That is Charlotte's Web. They just threw Charlotte's Web on an all black shoe. Like that is the worst thing I've ever seen, bro. Like that is. It looks fake. It looks like a bad custom, and then the sole glows. So I mean, that's the best thing you.
Don't
It's an all black leather shoe with some paint on it and a glow sole.
don't come for Charlotte's Web like that, man. That's
140. That's not even that's. You're gonna see all three of these, and then at the end realize that this is the second highest priced of the three.
of
This is not
course.
even the cheapest, and the reason it's more is because it's 10 feet tall, and you need all that material on that sorry ass shoe. And
God. Oh man, no, the shoe is hard. Let it breathe. Let it breathe. The next up, we got the Kamikaze Twos. This is called the Jack OKs. They have the Jack o' Lantern colorway on there with the zigzag paneling, translucent orange outsole, and a pumpkin insole. Excuse me, guys. Allergy season. You know, when Trey starts talking that bullshit, I get a little teary eyed sometimes. But these are set to release for $120. Trey, what's your take on these?
not terrible, nothing great. This is definitely my second out of the pack. I like the burnt orange color, and I'm gonna be honest, I love the colorway. I just don't like the shoe as much. It's another shoe that's extremely too high for me. But I would say they kind of hit the Halloween thing by the color pattern, but they could have done more. They could have thrown some decals on there or something for sure.
Yeah, definitely could have came stronger with this one. I'm glad that we agree on that. This is probably the worst
Terrible
of the
names too.
three. This
All
is the
three.
worst of the three.
No.
But yeah, no, they could have came harder. Kamikaze 2 is, the Sean Kemps. They definitely could have came a little bit harder with these. Not even that it's supposed to be basketball related, but in this aspect, no, I just don't like them, period. And last but not least, probably the one that everybody wants to talk about, especially Trey. It's going to be the Reebok Question Mids. Now, these are deemed the ankle reapers. It's going to be an alabaster, which is a white and beige undertones. And then they have a premium suede along the upper. And what I guess the cool thing about it is that the mid paneling actually tears away and it reveals a black and orange Halloween palette. There's tombstones on the heel where the logo typically is, and the insole has ghost on it, and they have glow in the dark accents.
Did you hear how many things he had to keep saying? Bro, these are by far the best out of the whole pack. It's the only one with a decent name for that sake. Ankle Reaper is not like a great one, but at least it kind of has a basketball and Halloween connotation, whereas Jack Okazi is horrendous and Webbs is just extremely too basic for an extremely basic shoe. But the Question Mid is good. I wish they would have not done it as many colors underneath. I wish it would have just been a couple colors and bigger panels, maybe almost like a camo look underneath with Halloween colors. That would have been a little bit cooler. The streaks is an interesting look. I would keep my suede on there as long as I could because I love how the alabaster looks. But the tombstones on the heel, dog, that replaced the threes for that. There's usually a little three around the bottom of the heel and a little circle
We
on
know.
the bottom. Do y'all? So on the bottom of the question is, but now there's tombstones because it's Halloween in this mug. So, man, you just a hater, bro.
These shoes are boring as hell, Trey. Come on, it's an all white shoe. It doesn't get interesting until you tear away the shoe, and most of us like to keep our shoes mint. So to me, it's just going to be an all white shoe until you start wearing them for 15 Halloweens, and then they start naturally tearing away. This reminds me of the Stranger Things pack.
15 Halloweens away.
Man, no, the shoe's boring as hell. It reminds me of the Stranger Things pack that Nike dropped with a couple of their shoes, and the shoe was not interesting unless you did the tearaway. So unless you're doing the tearaway, it's going to be a boring ass shoe.
Questionable. I think it's fire.
$150.
I'm not. Yeah, I'm be honest with. I'll be 100% honest with you. I'm not paying $150. If I find these at the Reebok outlet, I would buy these. I'm not. I'm not going onto the site to buy any of this pack. It's a decent attempt at Halloween for Reebok, but yeah, I'm skipping on it this year.
Yeah, no, I'm not trick or treating for this shit. This is a trick, no treats. So we're gonna go ahead and move on. Trey, what we got up next, man?
All right, up next, Union LA. Everybody's popular favorite Jordan brand has been dropping out the shoe with collab with Jordan lately. Is now doing a Converse Chuck Taylor. As everybody knows, Converse is part of that whole family with Nike and everybody. So it's not a huge shock, right? That Union LA is working with them. But these come out on the 13th for $100 a day. Converse Chuck Taylors, the straight up Chuck. So what it is, there is a interior designer from New York named Sheila Bridges. She's extremely world renowned. She's known for her like old school Victorian patterns and classy, elegant look kind of thing. So yeah, like I said, she is super famous up there. I did a bunch of research on her. I didn't necessarily know her from prior, but I did find out she is huge, and she's doing a lot of big work. One thing I'll read off to you here is Chris Gibbs, the owner of Union LA. He said, it's a cool shoe. It's a perfect canvas for intricate stories via the print graphics. The graphics on the shoe are people in picnics, people playing sports outside, people just doing life tasks outside. And she describes the scenes as deeply woven into the African-American experience. That's part of her whole aura. Kind of what she does is trying to keep that all tied in. So this is an all white shoe with these little picturesques throughout the entire thing. So I really like it a lot. I think it's a super cool shoe. I'm not even a Chuck Taylor fan, to be honest with you, but I do think these are super fire. So this is her Harlem Toile, I believe is what is pronounced. That's her theme that is on the entire upper. So what do you think about that, bro?
It's a lot. It's a lot. It's not. It's not a lot going on with the shoe itself. Personally, I do see the vision behind the shoe. I just wish it was a different silhouette. Aside from a Chuck Taylor, Chuck Taylor is iconic, so I will give it that respect. And congratulations to Sheila Bridges, making her debut on a sneaker. Being that she is from New York and this is based off of like Harlem, I think it's really cool. It gives me more of a Harlem Renaissance kind of vibe, where they try to reiterate African American or Black culture, where people are jumping rope. This is just things that people do outside on their stoop,
Right.
up there up north. So, me personally, I will not be trying to get these. I do accept gifts and donations as always. So these to me are more of a museum piece than they would be more for the on foot basis. But again, congratulations, Sheila Bridges. You can go off it to collaborate with Chris Gibbs during his peak right now. I mean, of course, they've been peaking Union LA, but this is a great time to do a collaboration with Union. So hats off to her.
Yeah, man. She smacked it out the park for sure. If we lived in New York or LA, these would be no doubters, I feel like. But I'm not gonna lie, I think I'm still gonna try for them. Not really my style, and I've never owned a pair of Chucks, but if I could rock Vans, I could pull these off. So I'm gonna figure it out.
Wow, I thought I'd never hear the day that Trey Treasy is going to try to get a pair of Chuck Taylors. So these releases, yeah, right. No, that took a lot. I can imagine how much that actually took out of you. So these are set to release on the 13th for $100. Just keep your eyes out for that. I think. Oh no, the 13th has already passed. So.
Yeah.
Good luck if you have them. Let's see if you got them. Go ahead and tag Creased Podcast if you do have a pair and let us see that. Moving on to a pair of shoes that I do want to get. That is order confirmed, by the way, guys. So your order has officially been confirmed. Moving into tracking order, we have up first the Kobe 5 Protros, the 5 rings colorway, originally released in 2010. We have this, excuse me, we have this pair set to release on the 15th for $180, which is tomorrow. This is just a yellow to purple gradient with all of Kobe's accolades mixed into the yellowish part, um, all the way from the front to the back of the shoe. If you've never seen this shoe before, it is quite loud, but not ugly. And I will be trying to get these. I feel bad for anybody who's been trying to get Kobe's all year and have been striking out. I believe this is your chance to get them. Of course, we're expected to see more Kobe's later, but these might be the ones. Trey, what is your take on the five rings?
Yeah, so I will say off the bat, I like the other Lakers colorway more. The one we saw earlier this year with the black panels. That one's a smacker. One of my favorites in the whole year. This one doesn't really do it for me, to be honest with you. I don't know if it's the engraved accolades throughout the entire shoe. And you're right. I do feel bad for people that have wanted the Kobe. I feel bad for actual Kobe fans that actually want Kobe's. Those are the people I feel bad for. So I already told myself anything I get this year is staying in anything going forward is probably staying in my collection. There's not much I would ever want to flip from Kobe going forward. So I'm going to try for 180. But it's strictly off nostalgia and wanting more Kobe's at this point. I would take pretty much, they haven't put out a bad colorway this year. So I would have taken any of them, to be honest with you.
I think with this pair, if you do cop it, but you wanted like a previous pair, I would, if you have the means to do it, I would trade up. I would definitely trade up and see if I can get a pair from early release. They may ask for cash on top, but I think it'd be worth it.
Yeah, no, that's a huge point and a great point because I've been looking at these EYBO girls for months now since they are at least 2 months since they dropped. And that would be something that I would think that I could do an even trade because mine would be of the EYBO would be of lesser value than these five rings strictly because of the Lakers colorway. So yeah, I would love to do some stuff like that. But 10/15, that is tomorrow on the Sneakers app. $180. Don't miss it. Get your Kobe's this year.
Come on now. Spooky season still, y'all. Nike Lab, not Nike Lab, excuse me. Nike team, excuse me, is releasing the Dia de los Muertos or the Day of the Dead collection. They've been doing this for years on to come. This year they're bringing out 4 shoes. They have an Air Max 90, the Daybreak Type, the Blazer Mid, and the Air Jordan 1 Mid. Each set to release on which day is this releasing?
That is on let me see, October 15th. That is also tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Okay. Yes. A lot of great.
Yeah.
there's some great shoes in this pack, and there's also some not great shoes in this pack. Let's break some down real quick. Let's start with the Jordan 1 Mid because obviously it's a mid, but this pair is going to be
next one now. You can go number 2 now.
Well, what was that?
All you had to do was say that it was a mid. That's all you were saying about number 1, and then now you can go to shoe number 2 now.
Oh yeah, definitely. Now we can move on. It's a Jordan 1 Mid. Enough said. Now we're gonna move on to the Blade. No, I'm joking. With the Jordan 1 Mid, of course they could have. They can always do better. There have been some great mids this year. I'm not gonna front, man. There's been some great mids this year. I got a pair of mids, so I'm not even gonna front.
Yeah, mids.
Come on, man. We gotta give mids more energy, man. Mids have made it through the trenches, dog.
Would I do that? No, I don't have to do that at all.
No, mids have made it through the trenches. These ones, obviously not. They're purple, yellow with white accents as well. They have Para Ma Familia located across the toe that translates to for my family. So they have that on the toe, as well as the Daybreaks. They have that going across the ankle collar on the back. We're just going to jump right into the Daybreaks right into here. A very, very calm shoe to look at, primarily white, but also has traditional detailings as well. The Blazer Mid also.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but like that Daybreak Type, it has like the netting as like the panels on the side and the toe box there, and that's not for me. I didn't like that so much, but like you said, it is primarily white and everything. So the colors pop on it, but yeah, that I just want to mention that netting is not not super tight for me.
I mean, yeah, I'm sure they made these by design in order for them to better suit each shoe,
Right.
with the exception of the Jordan 1 because that was just awful. Um, the Blazer Mid is also a very boring shoe in this case as well. It's just all white or all sail with yellow detailing, and then I think the breadwinner of this is of course the Air Max 90. It is the anniversary of the Air Max 90 this year as well, but this one they went a little bit all out.
It went
This one
crazy.
looks more like a decorated mask. If in my opinion, it kind of looks like one of those decorated masks that they do, or how they dress up the puppets. And if it's not a puppet, I apologize to my Mexican families. But
It looks like Moana threw up on the shoe.
chill, dog. Moana's not even Mexican,
Not
bro.
Moana, Coco.
Hey, bro, and I love Coco.
Coco is on this shoe, bro. The papel picado, bro. All the marigold flower, all the gold throughout the entire shoe. All the different. It's literally like every sliver of the shoe feels like a different panel because it's all different types of. It looks like different textures, different colors, all different types of stuff. So you mentioned it's the anniversary, and I feel like that's why they really were like, all right, we're gonna smack it on this shoe for sure. And
Definitely.
I wish the Blazer Mid did what the Ankle Reaper from Reebok does.
Get out of here, Trey. Oh my god. The ankle reapers are whack. I'm gonna take your ankles in those. How about that? I'm gonna wear those on court and I will break your ankles.
This episode can end right now. We can figure that out.
Trey, meet me on the court, Trey. Meet me on the court. Okay, no, definitely by far. If we're gonna rank them real quick, just run by 1 through 4: Air Max 90, Daybreaks, Blazer Mid, Jordan 1 Mid.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, look out for those on the 15th, which is tomorrow. Keep your eyes peeled on those. Last but not least, we have go ahead and break it down first, Trey.
Oh, I got you, bro. Yeah, so we're on our last one of the day. We started it with JB, so we're gonna end it with JB. Our man Michael Jordan came out with his 35th signature shoe for his line. This is going to be the Jordan 35 Center of Gravity. If you've been watching the NBA playoffs, if you've been watching any of the bubble stuff like that, even if you're on sneaker Twitter and stuff, you've seen these shoes already. It is the Jordan 35. It's a large, bulky shoe. What it has is the Eclipse Plate 2. It's like an updated plate that you see on the Jordan 34 right in the middle. So it's almost like a little see-through hole right in the middle of the shoe there, which doesn't look extremely comfortable to me. But a lot of the players are absolutely endorsing the shoe. Carmelo wore this his first game back. We've seen all the young guns wear it. Tatum has been wearing them left and right. Zion wore them. Luka wore them. Kia Nurse, a huge WNBA superstar, she's been rocking them. She loves them. She says she had all the colorways of the 34 I read. So shout out to all of them rocking. Kimba rocked them. So the shoe's interesting. It's purple. It's got green and red throughout on the detailing and stuff. Great midsole. What do you think about this shoe?
Absolute ass. This shoe's awful. This shoe is god awful. It makes the 34s look that much better.
Wow, really? You think they look?
No, these 35s
like,
are bad.
34 look better?
Yeah, no, yeah. Side by side, these 35s make the 34s look even that much better.
Yeah, I hear you. I think the 34 is better, but like both these shoes are just like, it's like a cousin, bro. Like you kind of look like him, and y'all are both ugly. You know what I'm
saying? Second cousin, twice removed. Cousin it. That's how ugly it is.
Right, exactly.
Oh man, no. I honestly do not like the 35. I don't think it would be one of those pairs that grow on me either. It's probably a great performance shoe. I will take the words of that of NBA and WNBA phenoms. You know, if it is a great performance shoe, let it be just that. But off court antics, these are going nowhere. These are going to stay right on the box. I would not see myself trying to even for more colorways. I think at first when we mentioned this shoe, it was first a rumor.
Right.
Remember?
Right.
Yeah, it was first rumored to be the 35. It was just an undisclosed Jordan shoe. Even the bright colorway was bad. All the shoes are bad. I don't like any of these. There's hardly little inspiration behind it from the Jordan 5, like the 34 had the inspiration from it. They say the heel and the tongue have a little bit of inspiration from it, but I don't see it.
Yeah.
But Jordan can't get me for 180 for these. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, MJ. I'm sorry, bro. But yeah, I will say as we wrap up this episode, finish it out. Shout out to Michael for having 35 shoes on his retro line. Is only guys like LeBron and he's just getting to 18. These guys are dreaming of getting to 35, right? So that's a huge accomplishment. This shoe in particular was designed by a guy named Tate Corbis. He designed the 18, the 19, and the 31 through the 35. So he's been in charge of the line the last few years, working on it with MJ. We might not like this one in particular, but it's a huge shout out to his success and just stuff like this, keeping you rolling for 24 more shoes after this. You know what I'm saying? So exactly. It's extremely inspirational, and shout out to MJ for that.
And bring back the 19s; those were hard.
19s, yes. Yeah, we got more on that coming up later this year. We're gonna have some more shoes come back that we want. We're gonna put that in the air.
Oh yeah. I gotta speak a lot of these shoes into existence. And we got some great episodes coming up for y'all. We try to think of some more themes to go along with it. Of course, we got episode 24 coming up. We had Mamba Week earlier. Late August we had Mamba Week, but it wouldn't be right to do episode 24 without a little touch of Kobe. So hopefully we can bring something nice for y'all next week. Trey, what you got for the people, man?
Yeah, man. No, again, we really appreciate y'all following and everything. Like we said, the Instagram went up this week. It was a ton of fun interacting with everybody. So please, everybody, go head over to the page and just hit us a follow, send us a message, say what's up, say what you like about the show. We really appreciate it. Tag us on hashtag Creased Pod. We're trying to feature some people on the Instagram, so we're always looking for that. Other than that, Twitter, YouTube, Anchor, Spotify, you know what it is. Go hit them all. We really appreciate y'all, Creased fam, for sure.
For sure. It's, if you made it through this part of the episode, that means that we love you. We appreciate you, and we love your support always and forever. But until next time, guys, you know what it is. Ain't no half stepping around here. We will catch y'all for episode 24. 24, you know what it is. Man, them Cardi B's is trash, boy. I can't believe. Ugh.